Hi, I'm Chris Wallace from Walnut Hollow, and today we're going to talk about cutting stencils using the HotMarks. If you ever design a greeting card that you want to duplicate and make several of them, then it's a good idea to cut a stencil. So that's what I did to make the bird and the branch along with the leaves. And I drew my design onto a piece of paper, and then I attached it to the back side of a piece of glass. Lay it down onto a work surface, and then take a piece of mylar. This is a piece of plastic, and I'm just going to lay it on top of the design and tape it down so that I can see where I'm going to cut my design. This is a tapered point that comes with the HotMarks, and I've attached it to the tool, and I'm simply going to cut through the mylar and go slowly and nice and smooth, and you can see how it's easily cuts through the plastic. So when I pull this up, I can pop out my little shape. So you're going to go around the entire design, and I have one cut here, and then when you lay it down onto your piece of paper, you can use your ink and sponge and simply fill it in to create your bird design. I'd like to also show you how to do some of the other things on this greeting card. So we're going to change points, and I'll remove the point with the pair of pliers, and I'm going to attach a shading point. I've attached the shading point to the HotMarks, and I'm going to burn around the edges of the paper so that I get kind of a antique-y or vintage look. So I just usually hold the paper up in the air and put the edge of the tool onto the surface of the paper, and you can see that the longer I keep it there, you can kind of see the fumes go up from the paper. So I can burn it as deep into the edge or as light as I want. So you just go around the edge, making it darker or vintage looking, wherever you like. And then this would be the overlay that I would stencil and attach to the greeting card itself. This is paper flowers that I've put together, 3 different layers, and held them together with a brad. And then I use the shading point to also burn around the edges of the paper flowers, and it kind of goes with the whole theme of the vintage look or the antique look on the greeting card. After I get all of that done and I have my stenciling done, then I'll switch to the mini flow point to do some of the detail work on the greeting card. So now I've attached the mini flow point to the HotMarks to do the detail work on the greeting card. So I did the writing to say hello, and I also did a little bit of detail by just going around the stenciled area, making the veins in the leaves, and just shading a little bit along the bottom of the bird and the bottom of the branch. A little trick about writing on paper is to test the paper first to see how it burns and how it looks. And another thing is I have a pad of paper here that I'm going to write on, and it helps to have, instead of writing onto a hard surface like this piece of glass, if I write onto the paper, it is a little bit easier to press down and burn onto the paper if it has a little bit of give. Otherwise, you're just pressing down onto a hard surface, and it doesn't always show as well. And so I'm just simply going along, and you want to do it slowly, or as I've been doing, going back over it a couple of times to make sure that it's as dark as I want it to be. Now you could pencil this in first, which I normally would do, but I've already got a sample there to show you. And just add your detailing to your greeting card. It's as simple as that. Thanks for watching. See you next time.